I'd like to welcome you to this video overview of our Freedom First 401k all-in-one plan. 2002 was a landmark year, especially for real estate investors. That's when Congress introduced the one-participant 401k. Now, at the time, some people thought it might be a new type of plan, but that wasn't the case. Congress merely inserted some language into the existing tax code, which made the one-participant plan possible. You can think of it as a simplified 401k that's easy for people like you and I to use. So, why is it important for you to know that there's an alternative to self-directed IRAs? Simply put, our Freedom First 401k gives you the control and flexibility that a self-directed IRA can't even dream of providing. Your Freedom First plan lets you step into the driver's seat and steer your retirement plan in any investment direction you choose. The law allows you to be the trustee of your own plan. There's no requirement whatsoever to have a third-party custodian involved. Since you're the trustee, this means that you choose whatever mix of investments that you are confident will help you meet your retirement goals. Investing is made easy because you have the 401k checkbook in your back pocket, so when you find the right opportunity at the right time, you can nail it down before it gets away. If real estate is your goal, you have endless choices. You can invest in single-family homes. You can invest in multifamily, such as duplexes and apartment buildings. You can invest in commercial projects, such as self-storage units or office complexes. How about performing real estate notes that are paying anywhere from 9 to 11% yield? If you're more conservative, perhaps tax lien certificates and tax deeds, with some states paying 12 to 18% on those instruments. You could purchase building lots and hold them for inventory and then sell them to builders when the value goes up. You can invest in unimproved land that's in the path of progress. Even precious metals are available to you as long as they are government approved. And here's an interesting point. As the trustee of your Freedom First 401k, those precious metals are shipped to you for safekeeping. Your Freedom First 401k plan also helps you to simplify your life. You can consolidate all of your scattered retirement plans together. Perhaps you have some traditional IRAs or maybe a previous employer 401k. Most types of plans can be rolled over into your Freedom First plan. With the exception of a Roth IRA, those have to play by themselves. Of course, you would want to make your spouse happy, so you would want to include them also. If you do so, they too can roll over their retirement plans into your 401k and have all the same privileges as you do. In any case, by bringing all your plans together, you end up with what I call more investment horsepower. That's more investment dollars that empower you to do more deals and perhaps larger, more profitable deals. Another feature of our Freedom First 401k that many people appreciate, and no doubt you will also, is the fact that you can borrow up to 50% of your account value to a maximum of $50,000. Now, this is a personal loan from the plan to you. It's not to your LLC or to a related family member. This is your personal privilege only. If your spouse has money in the plan also, they can borrow money too. Now, think about that for a moment. As your Freedom First plan grows, and let's say you and your spouse have more than $100,000 each in the plan, you have the ability to borrow a combined $100,000 in the same day. Would that have helped you out during the last few years at any time? You have 5 years to pay off the loan to your 401k, and you can select either monthly or quarterly payments. And those payments will be based on 2% over the prime rate on the day the loan was issued, and that will be a fixed rate. Now, I don't know about you, but when I read or listen to a podcast, I'm learning, but I tend to learn better when I look at graphics along with it. So here are some graphics that will illustrate some of the points I've just shared with you. As I mentioned, you are the trustee, or if you're married, you and your spouse are co-trustees of your own Freedom First plan. And again, no custodian is required. You truly are in total control of the 401k. If you or your spouse have existing retirement plans, I mentioned that you can roll those over on down into the Freedom First all-in-one plan. And you've simplified your life by consolidating your plans, you've pooled the money together legally, and you're ready for the next step, which is investing your hard-earned dollars. As the trustee of your plan, you control every penny of your retirement money in your 401k checkbook. You decide what mix of investments should be in your portfolio. You can continue to invest in stocks and mutual funds, plus diversify into all types of real estate and even precious metals. When you do find an investment that fits your criteria, you simply have to write a check. I mentioned earlier your Freedom First plan allows you to borrow money. Again, there are no restrictions as to how you use the money. The only rule is you have to pay the money back to the 401k. So here are the rules. You have 5 years to repay the loan at a fixed rate of interest with either monthly or quarterly payments. If you choose to pay the loan off early, you simply pay it off early with the interest to date. If you would like to immediately borrow it, you can do so. There are no restrictions on that whatsoever. Oh, by the way, if you use the borrowed funds to acquire a primary residence that you're living in, there's a Department of Labor exemption that extends the repayment period to as much as 30 years. A Freedom First 401k can also accept huge contributions. In fact, you can contribute more money to your 401k than you can a SEP IRA. The first level of contribution is dependent upon your earned income and current age. If you're 49 years and younger, you can contribute up to $17,500 per year. If you're age 50 and older, you can contribute up to $23,000 per year. Now that's for the year 2013, and we've seen Congress each year, they seem to edge those contribution limits up, and we're hoping the same thing will happen in 2014. So this is exciting. I'm sure what I'm telling you has really perked your ears up, and you're very interested in learning more about the Freedom First 401k, but I want you to wait because it gets even better. Your Freedom First plan is also a profit share plan. So if your small or home-based business is paying you a salary or showing a net profit after expenses, you can take some of that money and match your contribution to the 401k. And that's how you can take advantage of some very large contribution amounts. The Freedom First plan can soak up more taxable income than most all other plans that are available. Again, utilizing the personal contribution we just spoke about, plus a profit share from your business activities. At age 49, you could put in a maximum of $51,500, and at age 50 and older, $56,000. So that means that a couple could shelter from taxes over $100,000. That's a powerful tax reduction tool. So far, we've been discussing the features and benefits of the one-participant 401k introduced in 2002. But Congress wasn't quite done yet. In fact, they argued for 4 more years about filing and bonding requirements, etc. But the real fight was whether or not to allow you and I to make Roth after-tax contributions to our 401ks. They finally reached an agreement, and in January 2006, the amendments were added to the tax code, and at that very moment, the all-in-one plan was created. What Congress did was agreed to add a Roth sub-account to 401k plans. Now, this is great news for a lot of people. Have you been told that you can't have a Roth IRA because you make too much money? That limitation is not contained in the 401k Roth language. You can make as much money as you want and still have a Roth 401k. So let's just say you're making $5 million a year, you're age 55, your wife is over age 50 also. You can still contribute as much as $23,000 a year into your tax-free forever Roth, and so can your spouse. Now, of course, there's no tax deduction for your contribution to the Roth. However, the power of the Roth is the fact that your contributions plus the investment profits they create will remain tax-free forever. And when you're retired, you'll have that tax-free income to tap into. So I want to make sure that you understand that your Freedom First 401k all-in-one plan is exactly what Congress intended. It is two plans under one umbrella, you being the umbrella, the trustee, or you and your spouse being co-trustees. So you have both a tax-deferred traditional 401k and you have the after-tax Roth account also. That's a very, very powerful plan when you're taught how to use it properly, because it'll allow you to keep more money in your pocket today through the tax-deferred contributions, plus create tax-free wealth for your retirement age, or years rather. Again, we teach our clients how to do this and maximize this plan to their full benefit, because after all, the amount of taxes you decide to pay is really up to you. If you haven't had a chance to look into the Freedom First 401k, I would encourage you to sign up and request a free consultation. We'll be happy to answer all of your questions on how the plan might work for you, give you all the information you need to compare it with a self-directed IRA so that you can decide which plan is the best for you. Now, we hope to earn your business, of course, but let me make this promise. If giving you this information, it becomes obvious that a self-directed plan is the better choice and will work for you just fine, we'll tell you that, because it's really your decision, not ours to make. Now, in your consultation, we've done this with thousands of people all over the country, most people very quickly see that the Freedom First All-in-One Plan is a powerful tool in your personal quest to create wealth for the future while reducing your current and future income taxes to the minimum. So thanks for your attention. I'll look forward to hearing from you real soon.